Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Commerce Lab by Ecomcy, the place of everything related to Amazon, FBA, Parallel, and e-commerce. My name is Vincenzo Toscano, founder and CEO of Ecomcy. And today we bring another special guest. His name is Sumit Arora, and he's the managing director at WorldFirst, which, in my personal opinion, is the best solution out there when it comes to dealing with international payments and multiple currencies. We know as Amazon sellers, we always struggle when it comes to finding, the best solution to send payments to a supplier in China, or for those that selling euro manage multiple currencies, or sometimes just handle of finances in terms of taking money out of Amazon, and people struggle to have the right solution nowadays. I see people, overpaying certain fees. So that's why I wanted to bring Summit today, because I think when he explains and showcase what WordFirst can do for your Amazon business, you're gonna realize the untouched opportunity that is basically something that you need to take advantage on. So, Summit, thank you so much for being on the show. How are you doing? Welcome.
Thank you, Vincenzo, for inviting me. I really love your energy, mate. So keep that up. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, thank you. We have our first introduction back in the offices here in London. And when I met yourself and the whole team, I was impressed about all the amazing things you guys are doing in the space. So I'm super excited to, showcase to our viewers, listeners, all the amazing things that WordFirst can do for them. So let's start with that. Give us a little introduction about who is WordFirst, and what are some of the unique things you guys are bringing to the commerce space.
Absolutely. So I'll keep it very simple and easy. World First is a 20-year plus old brand helping sellers across different marketplaces to achieve them or help them with their growth ambitions. We support over 16 plus currencies in which we can collect and pay out in over 60 plus countries, which we support through one single account globally. We licensed with FCA, the UK regulator. We licensed in Netherlands for the Europe with Dutch National Bank, and consequently, we have many other licenses globally in Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Australia, etc., to help global ambitions and growth of our merchants. Overall, we support 1 million merchants on our platform, which trade on an annual basis over $200 billion through our platform.
Wow, that's huge. So thank you so much for that quick intro about the things you guys bring to the table. I think finding the right partners when it comes to dealing with international payments is game changer. I see, as I said briefly in the introduction of the show, Amazon sellers, unfortunately leaving a ton of profit on the table, and that's what I want to highlight on today's episode. However, before we go into that, I know there is a stigma when it comes to looking for solutions in the finance space that unfortunately takes a lot of time, a lot of paperwork. Onboarding is really complex, and this I think comes from a traditional banking. But from my experience and people I know that when it comes to working WordPress, it's actually super fast, super efficient, and you can get going sometimes in a matter of one day. So tell us a little bit about was that the case, and how you guys make things different.
Yeah, absolutely, Vincenzo. So I think, all the things I talked about World First will be not important if you're not able to onboard clients. So
Mm-hmm.
as a company, we have ensured that we have one of the best onboarding journeys available to our prospective clients who register for our platform to create World account for World First or with World First. We are able to onboard. I'm really happy to say we're able to onboard a client within 30 minutes if they
Wow.
have all their documents ready at hand. And I've seen this personally happening many times. There are many success stories I can share, but I think the proof on the pudding is actually in trying it for yourself. I would invite your viewers
Yeah.
to go to worldfirst.com, go to the registration page, and start the sign up process. The account is free anyway. It comes up with multiple benefits which they receive from the account, from the free account itself, and try it out. I bet they can possibly board themselves within half an hour to 1 day max.
Wow, that's great. Now, I want to start bringing to the table one of the things that we, as e-commerce founders, specifically on Amazon, encounter a complexity in our business, which is dealing with cash flow, right? all the time we have to pay our suppliers, specifically in China, which is where most of the people do manufacturing in terms of the products. And I know sometimes the struggle when it comes to really dealing with international payments, not only because of the delays this might incur, but also the fees, also the fact that sometimes you cannot really work on local currency. So tell us how WorldFirst now can come on board into this, formula and make it easier for Amazon sellers.
Of course. For World First, there are three important key factors. One of that which you asked in your question, but I'll talk about all three factors which actually play a very important role for us to deliver the best solution for our clients or marketplace sellers who are our clients. It is speed, which is effectively ensuring that we are able to transfer the money between the sender and the beneficiary within very less time frame. uh, the security, the second, and given that we have this licenses globally, which I talked about, FCA, DNB in Netherlands, and various others, helps us to safeguard the funds of our clients. The third being cost comparative, having an efficient cost system in place when international funds are or collect currencies are collected. So given that the account is free, as I talked about, we also do not charge our clients when they open a new currency account with us. So if somebody's an Amazon seller and they are selling on various marketplaces platforms of Amazon, be it in UAE, France, Sweden, or Germany, UK,
Mhm.
US, they can add multi-currency accounts to collect GBP, Euro, USD, SEK, AED with us, all for free.
Yeah.
But coming to the question now, which you mentioned, speed, specifically China, and when I look at various marketplaces operating globally, including Amazon, I've seen that majority of the sellers procure their stuff from China, although we can pay out to suppliers in 60 plus countries. But for China, also is very special for us because we have a license in China directly as World First. We are operating in the country with a Chinese name called Wanli Hu, which
Mhm.
is World First. So Chinese, if you have any Chinese viewers, they will know Wanli
They will
Hu.
know.
Yeah, they will know Wanli Hu is World First platform. And effectively, when they're making a payment to their suppliers in China, and if the supplier also has a World First account, which is could be the case because we are number one player in China as well when it comes to e-commerce sellers, then the payment will reach from, let's say, from UK, Europe, or any other country where our clients are, to make the supplier payment to China within split seconds.
Hmm.
Yeah, as soon as they press the send button, if the receiver account with the
Yeah.
Chinese supplier is also at World First, within
Yeah.
split second the payment is received there, and it's free again because
Yeah.
it's a payment moving within World First platform itself. And even in fact, if it is not a World supplier does not have a World First account, one that of course your our client can refer them to open a World First
Hmm.
account, which is very easy to onboard. But even if they do not have a World First account, we still have our own treasury operations where we make the funds moved into China,
Yep.
and then we can pay the last leg through the
Yep.
best possible way. So effectively, speed at which we can transfer the funds globally for international payments is super amazing. The security which we have is paramount. It's second to none, and the cost at which we can transfer the funds and collect the funds is also very efficient.
Yeah. And you mentioned there's something which, of course, speed 100% for us. Amazon search is super important because it's all about making sure we always have our products and we are not running out of stock. Our momentum in terms of the business always basically in motion. But on the second place, I will say in terms of things that are also super important are the fees involved with this, because I see all the time Amazon sellers like wasting so much of their profits because they don't have a multi-currency account and they get converted at super expensive rates, and then on top of that they are not able to move this money efficiently. So tell us a little bit about how for work first, providing low fees is definitely top priority. What are some of the things you can offer to e-commerce
Absolutely, absolutely. So first thing first, just by inherently offering a free multi-currency account, we
sellers?
we we let the Amazon seller or any marketplace seller receive the funds in marketplace from the marketplace in currency like to like.
Exactly.
Yeah, what we
Hmm.
mean like to like is that you receive the funds in the same currency in which you have
Hmm.
sold your goods, right? Which means the marketplace is not converting, or your bank
Hmm.
is not converting the currency in the currency which you have sold in.
Hmm.
So uh, but on the contrary, if you do not have a like for like currency account, if let's say you're selling in GBP and you have a euro account to receive the money,
Hmm.
either the marketplace platform itself or your bank will convert the GBP to euro, and the cost of that could be
It's very high.
4%, 5%. It is basically the mood of the day.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
could be anything. It could be anything. And we help our clients to actually save that cost completely. And once you have, let's say, the like for like currency received, in any case, if you're buying your goods in the same currency, then you don't need to even convert
Exactly.
the
Convert.
currency again to pay to your suppliers. You can actually use the received currency and pay out to your suppliers. And if in certain cases, when your supplier has a world first account as well, the payment is also free. So actually you can convert, or sorry, actually collect the currency and even pay out to your suppliers end to end at
Yeah.
zero cost,
Wow.
if the example in which I described.
Yeah, and talking about currencies, I know you guys also, besides the traditional currencies that we know there, have access to some exclusive currencies. So can we briefly mention them as well, in case for those watching and hearing this might be interested into those kind of currencies? Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I mean, Euro, USD, GBP is are,
Yeah.
let's say, global currencies which everybody and anybody can do mostly. But we support over 16 plus currencies like
Yes.
CZK for Czech, Polish Lottie for Poland, SEK in Sweden,
Mm-hmm.
JPY in Japan, Singapore dollars, Hong Kong dollars, AED for UAE, for that market, for that matter. So over 16 plus currencies, and very soon we will be adding even more currencies to our platform.
Nice.
So yeah, given that we are
Super
growing
important.
across, yeah, we're growing across very rapidly to more regions, and we are adding more currencies as we speak.
Yeah, and again, at the end of the day, having options is super important for e-commerce sellers, because we know e-commerce is becoming something that is international. Is the days of having a business only on location are things of a past. Most nowadays, most businesses have operation globally, and have the
Yeah.
flexibility of handling so many currency is gonna be key to really stay on top of your game.
Yeah.
Um,
And
now,
even the currencies are, the opening a multi-currency account and adding all these currencies I talked about, 16 plus, is absolutely free, right? Not
exactly.
just the opening the account, but the opening multi-currency account is free. As compared to a bank, when you go there, you have to do even
Mhm.
more paperwork.
Oh man, it's a
Explain
headache. It's a headache.
explain to them why are you going to sell on a different marketplace when you are based in
Yeah,
Netherlands or UK or wherever you are. Why would
yeah,
you
yeah,
want to go international, put more
yeah.
paperwork in, and then pay for those currency accounts to
It's
have
an
it? So
exam.
in our case, if you have done your KYC once and you have an account with World First, which is a free account, you can add all the currencies without any questions asked. So
Love
we
it.
actually help the clients to grow international.
Cool. Now, to start ending, I want to bring to the table integration. We, as Amazon seller, most of us has operation outside of Amazon or marketplaces, for example. So I know WordFirst is also super good when it comes to that, because it allows you to integrate these other marketplaces and channels within your account. So tell us a little bit about how WordFirst also can support with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon is one of the world's largest marketplace, and I'm sure that a lot of viewers are also on Amazon. But Amazon is not the only marketplace, right? So
Mhm.
we, as World First, have integrated or are recognized as an IBAN provider, multi-currency IBAN provider with 100 plus marketplaces globally. As I said, I will invite your viewers to go to worldfirst.com, read more about us. You can get the list of marketplace we are connected to. But the most important thing is that, click on that register page, open an
Mhm.
account. It is free anyway, and see the power it can deliver for your for the applicants once they have a World First account, to open the world of trade for them.
Thank you, Summer. So, I mean, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show. And I think for all the listeners and the ones watching, once they hear all the things that we shared today, it's definitely no brainer to register with World First. And I know on top of that, there's even an extra perk you get when it comes to registration. So, tell us a little bit about that so people get more excited about
Of course.
joining the World First universe. You know.
So yeah, indeed. So we are the sponsors for UEFA Euro Cup
Yeah.
2024, which is happening in Germany as we speak. I think one of the first launch matches is upcoming very soon.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
final is on 14th of July, per my recollection, which is due. So if any of your viewers open the world first free account for multi-currency collection or payouts by through this podcast, we want to leave a link for them, a special
Yeah.
link. If they click on that link and open an account, we will be shipping them an official UEFA t-shirt or a football, so an official merchandise from
Yeah.
UEFA will be shipped to them at their home
Awesome.
address. Yeah.
That's good. What a better way to watch your
we
preferred team than with a World First T-shirt,
Yeah,
right?
yes, but do keep in mind the promotions is on until the
Exactly.
final, which is 14th of July.
So thank you so much, Summer. It's a pleasure. And for those listening and watching, please take action this year, especially for us Amazon sellers. Is gonna be a tough one. We see fees going up across the board in terms of the marketplace. So finding solutions outside of Amazon that can help you streamline your profitability are more important than ever. And WorldFirst can definitely be the perfect partner for that. So pleasure to have in the show. I'm sure we're gonna see each other soon. And yeah, thank you, Summer. Thank you. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Vincenzo. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Bye bye. See ya.
Bye bye.